Here's the lucky winner right here.
Woo!
Josh told me.
What'd you catch to win?
I caught 5 fish today. I caught 2 browns, nice smallmouth, and 2 chubs today.
How big was the brown trout?
Brown, I got, the first one was probably what, 18?
Yeah, pretty close to it.
And then that's the one that...
Yeah, you held your hands up and it looked like you were holding 2 feet there. I was like, that had to have been close.
It's probably about that big, I would say. It's about that big around.
This ain't no fishing tail because the witness is right over there.
Well,
You were in the boat with them and you confirm?
The eagle loved it.
yeah.
Oh, so yeah, tell us about this eagle.
So the fish had swallowed it. I tried to get the lure out and I tried to revive him. And then I actually grabbed him, revived him. He went down. I guess he came up behind with Skip. Came up and was floating again. Skip tapped him. He went down again. He came back up. And then the eagle came down probably from me to the second tree. It came down, grabbed it, and swooped it up and took it with him. It was freaking cool. It was really cool. And then the next fish that was caught was the Skip's jumping salmon that decided to jump in the boat and hit me in the crotch. I was about to get my net for him, and I didn't have to worry. It jumped at me.
Jeez.
He came in the front of the boat and goes, "Shoo!" I'm like, "Oh!" I was worried about hooks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the place to get a hook.
No,
No, wouldn't, would it?
It's not going to go well.
You're on your own.
That was, yeah. What do I do here? I got a fish jiggling and I got hooks in my crotch.
Well, we get a pair of pliers and we yank the sucker out. And if there's meat left on it, we use it for bait.
A little luck on there for it. Yeah, it was a
Nice.
decent day. It was fast water, but we got some luck.
What was this friendly fishing competition that we were doing today?
So we had a little competition today that when we floated down, everybody put $10 in the pot, and whoever caught the most fish for the time going down with one lure won the pot. So we all had the same lure, and whoever caught the most got the money at the end of the day. And I barely squeaked it out because Josh lost his lure on his 5th fish, and once you lose your lure, you're out of the competition. So he was done with that one.
But I think he lost that fish in addition, right? I think the fish and the lure were both lost.
Did not make it to the boat.
But if you landed the fish, you have been tied.
Yep.
And you would have been tied 5 for 5. 5. It was a Blue Fox bronze-colored spinner or something. The Blue Fox brand is what we all fished with.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. What were your fish that you caught? What were they all? They were all the chubs, like all the chubby chub fish.
It was nothing good. I just found a spot where they were all at, and I just kept catching them, so I couldn't catch them no more.
But you were almost caught up with the winner.
Yeah.
You almost tied with the winner over here, Jay. How big was your salmon, Skip?
Not very big. Not like that.
Nice though, respect, nice. You didn't get skunked.
Nope.
Nor did Josh. Okay, so
I don't know how
3.
big it was. I saw was fins and hooks coming at me.
At me.
And I was like, oh, jeez.
And it was all, and it landed right there.
Yeah, it landed right here. It was like I had to protect and grab fish. And
Yeah, and it landed right there. What'd you catch, Steve? Don't worry, I'll pay you for this.
Nice rainbow.
It was a beautiful little trout.
And I lost a
Gorgeous
rainbow right
trout.
at the boat, or trout right at the boat. And 2 of those jump
Chubs.
fish there, whatever they call.
Yeah, but you didn't get skunked. You caught
Well,
something.
hey, if you caught a rainbow
Would've caught
trout, that's like
Is that
Yeah,
worth 2
it's-
points? 3 points?
that's a weekend thing right there. Because they're hard to catch. The brookies
That's my
and the
goal.
The brookies and the rainbows are hard to catch here.
Here, and that's my goal this weekend is catch a rainbow.
I caught that nice
I've
rainbow
caught-
up there last year.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm hoping to catch a nice
We would
rainbow.
have caught more. We were anchored down with the anchor than pole. So we started drifting away from that nice corner that we saw jumping.
Yeah,
If we could have been able to stay there, we'd have caught more fish.
yeah, cool.
That's all right. We still have the rest of the weekend for the trophies.
I caught an ice landlocked salmon. No, nothing of size though.
Yep. Get right down.
So we didn't get skunked.
Nope. Nobody
So
got
Josh,
stuck.
Jason, Skip, Steve, and I, we all caught fish today on the first day of our trip on the Kennebec. It was a good day. Good first evening, I should say.
Yep.
No, it wasn't a full day. We have tomorrow morning's fish.
We have 3 more full days of fishing.
Jason and I will fly fish. Maybe more will join. But I'm definitely going in the morning, right out front.
Yeah, without
We could land some probably landlocked salmon probably. I would say maybe some browns
Here pretty heavily.
right out in
The
front.
brookies are usually by the rock wall.
Yeah.
The rainbows are usually in the deep spot right here. That's where I've seen them caught before.
Yes. Yeah.
But I
Over.
haven't seen about them like dry flies. It's been wet flies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Streamers or wet flies.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. We'll find out in the morning.
Yep.
Cool. So we got ourselves a nice little fire. Yeah. Cool. Oh, let's see. You can't wait for what?
360 camera. I can't wait to see. There was one
You can't wait to see that footage?
jamming out with Bob Marley. We
Yeah.
were jamming.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I hooked one.
Oh, during we be jamming? Oh, so it's gonna be funny.
Yeah, it's a good one. You should be able to see all of it. And he jumped out of the water. Yeah.
To Bob Marley's We Be Jamming.
Yep.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, we'll be looking at that soon. When we go in and play some cards or something, I'll bring it right up. I have a tiny little MacBook Pro. It will fit, set it right up. We'll watch it, play it back for some comic relief.
Oh, there's comic relief.
Here's a bald spot, everybody.
Oh yeah.
I got one of those too. I'm not showing. Mine's bad. I have to cover it so it doesn't get chewed alive or sunburnt. What's some gear we got? Here we got. So we fished with the old spin casts rods today. Ooh, we're staying at the Pine. It's called the Pine. Nice. Best editor.
Oh, no.
What was that? What?
How do you talk about we should do a teaching video or whatever?
Yes.
Oh my god, I can't tell you any of them.
Oh, you can't because you should keep. It's got to be spontaneous. You got to do it in the moment.
Camera that I'm going to be using a lot this weekend.
Yes, and we're going to be
So you're gonna do a documentary or?
a documentary.
What does the 360 do? Take all the way around?
Yes, I had one in the boat with us today.
So what do you do when you see it on a TV? It's a whole.
You can just
video angles with the mounts.
and you can make it super wide angle.
Yep.
You can make it very narrow. You could zoom right in, and you could do really cool transitions and like it can look like you're spinning. You could set it up so that you could do a clip of you like face on.
Mm-hmm.
The next clip it's to your side,
Yeah.
and you can have it. Yeah, and then when you play it all back, it looks like you're like spinning
You
around.
can go to the Omni Theater and put it
You
up
can
on
see above, below. You just see everywhere. You get every single. You don't miss an angle.
Yeah.
I had it in 360 for my bear, the trophy bear I shot this past fall. That video hasn't been put on my YouTube channel yet. I can't wait to edit all that, the 360 shots, and I had 360 running on my turkey hunt this year too.
How big was the bear?
240 pounds dressed, field dress, no gun. So you're put almost 300 pounds live weight. That's a big animal in the woods. 300 pounds. That's a big bear. It took 3 of us to pull it out in a jet sled, and we were huffing and puffing. Had to stop for breaks.
They took out.
We had a hard time getting them out of there.
One year was just over 400.
Yeah, oh, they can get big.
Yeah, snowmobile.
They can get very big. And you guys are eating some of him this trip. I got his loin too. Got London. I got New York sirloin steak from him. I got loin from him, and I got London broil steak from him.
It's very
That's the
good.
title, the name of the cuts. Clayton Blake did a good job, the meat cutter that cut. He vacuum seals it, and they take all that white fat off of it that taints the steak. And it's been phenomenal. I cooked some for me and Bryson the other day and put Deano's original seasoning on it, and it was the best tasting steak I've had in a long time. So I went to Walmart, bought some of that seasoning to bring here to camp to cook it that way for you guys. So that way it actually is good, so you guys will like it. Came out phenomenal. Maybe we cook a trout.
Actually cook that with a rock, right?
What, like the steak?
Bear.
Never heard of that.
No?
I never heard or tell
Yeah,
of.
you're supposed to cook it with a rock,
Really?
right? In the oven. I don't know. It's like 350 for like a half hour or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Then you take it out, you throw away all the bear meat, and you eat the rock.
Yeah, what do you-
Eat it. Oh my word.
I heard
Jeez.
that before.
Oh my word. That's a good way to end this.
But I've always had people tell me how good it is. I never tried it.
Yeah.
Never shot one because didn't know what it would taste like.
Yeah.
My brother had a bunch of the meat once when I was
Yeah.
up, and that's what he fed us. It was damn good. So if I had the opportunity, yep,
You'll like this bear
I'll
meat.
shoot a bear.
This bear I shot was so healthy looking, such a sleek, shiny, beautiful coat to him. And when I field dressed, we're coming over, Dan was there, my buddy Kenny, there's 3 of us there. We kept telling ourselves and talking amongst ourselves how healthy and clean he was. Yeah, it was
You
my,
set up the bait for it and everything?
yeah, it was all self-baited, self-set up stand. It was all me, yours truly.
You're a master baiter.
Me, myself, the master baiter. There you go.
I was worth
Yeah. Yes, and but he was and there had been some bear fights. There was clumps of bear fur all through the woods when we were blood trailing to go find where he lay dead. We were finding clumps of fur, and I was wondering why the smaller bear stopped coming. There was 2 other like adolescent younger bear before he showed up eventually, and then he started being regular. He was fighting, he was chasing off the younger, smaller bear, and they were fighting, and they were growling, clawing at each other, fighting over the food, over my bait site. And we saw evidence of it. And that explained why the other smaller ones, wasn't getting on camera anymore. They weren't showing up. I ended up killing him, and then
A
the
friend of ours
small
up
ones came
north
back.
let us sit on the baits after his clients were gone,
Yeah.
but it was too late in the season. They were coming in too late.
Oh, okay.
But he had one sow coming in with 3 cubs,
Really?
and then this big son of a bitch would come down.
And it was that 400-pounder.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big bear, Skip. Very big bear.
Grab the barrel,
Yeah.
walk off with it.
That's what this bear did. He come in and grabbed. He was so tall. My bear I shot this past season. He knocked the cinder block off first, and the barrel stood back up with the weight of the food that was in it.
Yep.
And he grabbed the top rim of that 55-gallon drum with his mouth and started pulling it, dragging it backwards into the woods. And he stopped to look around, and I put the bead. It was like a 25-yard shot with a slug, my 12-gauge shotgun with a slug. Put it right on his shoulder, and I hammered down on him. And he went about 60-ish or so, 50, 60, somewhere between 50 and 80 yards he died with a slug in him. Big. That's still pretty far with a hunk of lead like that. Buried into your lungs. Double lung. I went in, got lungs and liver and all that. Got all the vitals, but he still went pretty far. But when I found him, he was just sprawled right out, flattened like a pancake, sprawled right out, legs out, and he looked huge. I was like, I'm going for help. I'm going for help.
Do they eat liver and heart out of the bear?
People do. There are those that do. Oh, yeah. Just like with deer, elk, moose, whatever, all that. Yeah. You can find someone that does. Cool. Well, that's a wrap for this. Anyway. Nice fire. I want to enjoy it. Cool, man.